Who's your main competitor, and do you think you're gonna win this?
It's more than just, who's going to chance and who's going to win. You need a substantial figure. I want to bring back free parking in the centre of Peterborough and in St Neots.
Thank you for agreeing to do an interview. It's an amazing pleasure to have you here. And you're running for the position of mayor in Cambridge. Tell me, from the Conservative Party, tell me why is it important to vote for the Conservatives and not the other parties presented?
Well, first and foremost, it's the mayor of Cambridgeshire and Peterborough, and this is not the mayor with the chains you might sometimes see. This is much more like a metro mayor, like the mayor of London or the mayor of Manchester. But the reason I think people should vote for me is because I've got a plan. Angela Rayner is coming, and she's going to build thousands of new homes in Cambridgeshire, but we don't have the infrastructure or the transport to deal with it. I want to build light rail, I want to dual our A roads, and I want to connect our three great cities and our market towns by much faster trains. This is an agenda that have got people behind it, and we need a substantial figure, someone like me who's been an MP, who understands how Whitehall and Westminster work, stand up to this Labour government and get the investment we need, rather than someone who's going to be walked all over.
What are the polls suggesting right now? Who is your main competitor, and do you think you're gonna win this? And what are the main differences between you and your main competitor in this campaign?
Well, look, Cambridgeshire is a politically contested environment. There are four parties, or five parties actually, including the Greens, who I think will get significant votes, and that's obviously the Conservatives, I'm candidate, Labour, Liberals, Reform, and the Greens. So look, this is an open contest. But look, the thing that I would say is the Conservatives are probably either first or second in almost every part of Cambridgeshire, so that gives us a really good chance. But it's more than just, who's going to chance and who's going to win. You need a substantial figure to stand up to this Labour government. Someone who knows how Westminster works, knows how Whitehall works, and someone who's not afraid to get their hands dirty. That's me.
What are the main ideas you're planning to implement in your term of potentially being elected as a mayor?
Well, we've got to get Cambridgeshire and Peterborough moving. We've got to make sure that we connect our county much more effectively. So as I said earlier, that means dualling our major A roads, that means connecting our towns and our cities by much faster trains, and that's building light rail for Cambridge. But there's lots of other things I want to do as well. I want to bring back free parking in the centre of Peterborough and in St Neots. I want to build a community stadium in Peterborough. I want to make sure that we end the war on the motorist in places like Cambridge. So there's so much that I want to do. But look, at the end of the day, this is about who's got your back. And I think, as someone who's lived in Cambridgeshire since I was 5 years old, who's been a Member of Parliament in the past, I am Mr. Cambridgeshire, and that's what I want to portray when I become mayor.
Thank you so much for agreeing to do it. I appreciate your time.
My absolute pleasure. Thank you.